What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news video. And in this video we will talk about many topics, but the biggest topic that we will talk about is that Jurgen Klopp's agent has come out and said that Jurgen Klopp is very happy at Liverpool right now, but in the future Jurgen Klopp said that he would like to manage the German national team one day in the future. So what do you make about that? What do you make of this news? Do you think Jurgen Klopp will stay at Liverpool for the next 3 years or 4 years or even 5 years? I will be honest, I personally want Jurgen Klopp to stay for like 10-15 years more. And how amazing it would be if Jurgen Klopp could build a similar legacy, how Sir Alex Ferguson built a legacy at Man United, how Arsene Wenger built a legacy at Arsenal. But it might not be realistic. Jurgen Klopp, it looks like, is hesitating on signing a brand new contract, even though the owners said that the contract offer is on the table, but they won't force Jurgen Klopp into rushing into things. He still has, I think, 3 or maybe 4 years on his contract. I think 3 years on his contract. This will be Jurgen Klopp's fourth season or fifth season. Fourth full season, fifth season if you count his first season where he came in like mid-October. And Jurgen Klopp is one of the most in-demand managers in world football, and he has been linked with Juventus and Real Madrid this summer. But those rumors Jurgen Klopp himself dismissed as bullshit. But his agent Mark Kosicka came out with an interview, and I will tell you what he said. And he told the German news outlet Die Welt, Jurgen Klopp himself once said that if Joachim Löw someday no longer wants to be the national coach of the German national team, it would be possible for him to do that. This is an option for him. But the agent also added Liverpool would even like to extend Jurgen Klopp's current contract. He felt again at the recent celebrations after winning the Champions League final what a great club Liverpool is, and that he is in the right place at the right time. Jurgen is currently not affordable, he is not on the market, but it is difficult to measure the transfer fee in this case anyway. How is this going to work for a coach who has increased Liverpool Football Club's value from nearly £900 million to just under £2.8 billion? That is not how it works. That's the agent's words, and it's true. Jurgen Klopp probably turned Liverpool's fortunes around more than anybody else in recent football history. I mean, Liverpool were on the brink of bankruptcy when they took over by FSG, and a few years later they appointed Jurgen Klopp, which was probably the best decision that they ever made, because Liverpool were valued about 900 million when Jurgen Klopp took over, and now we are valued by many international firms around £2.5 billion. Some say it's even 2.8 million. And if you consider that the owners bought Liverpool for just £300 million, what an investment that was. They almost increased their money 10 times. It's incredible. And it was reported in English newspapers that Liverpool actually fear that Jurgen Klopp's concerns of burning out will prevent Jurgen Klopp from signing a new deal. Jurgen Klopp is earning around £7 million a year, but FSG have approached Jurgen Klopp and wanted to raise his salary to £10 million following Liverpool's Champions League glory triumph. But Jurgen Klopp still hasn't accepted it, and I think he is maybe waiting how he copes with the next 2 years, because being Liverpool manager is relentless and it's a 24/7 job. You can't rest basically, and maybe Jurgen Klopp is fearing that he will burn out a little bit in 6, 7, 8 years, and maybe he would want to take a 1 year sabbatical. Raphael Honigstein, a German journalist, even reported that earlier. And the Liverpool owners really want to reward Jurgen Klopp with another 6-year deal extension worth around £60 million if you add up those 6 years. And that would also ward off any potential European rivals from signing Jurgen Klopp from Liverpool. The German manager is believed to be proceeding with caution, however, when it comes to signing a new deal. English newspapers are reporting that Jurgen Klopp himself values his health far more than money and does not want to put himself under incredible levels of stress by committing to another lengthy contract. And Jurgen Klopp's current contract expires in 2022, so 3 more years, and that will end his 7-year stay at Liverpool if he decides not to sign a new contract. Remember that I think he signed a 6-year contract when he came in, and Liverpool, after the first 2 seasons, quickly negotiated another year into his contract. And Jurgen Klopp is one of the most attractive in-demand managers in world football right now. And he has a lot of options if he one day wants to leave Liverpool. But I think it is at the moment very unclear whether Jurgen Klopp will stay on after his current deal expires or not. And I think it will have a lot to do of what Liverpool can win in the next years, because let's put a hypothetical scenario. If Liverpool win the Premier League and the Champions League once again with Jurgen Klopp, then I think it will be mission accomplished, and Jurgen Klopp can leave Liverpool feeling that he has done what he was set out to do, which was to bring Liverpool back to the top of English and to the top of European football. Well, already after 4 years, Liverpool are top of the European football by winning the Champions League. So I think Jurgen Klopp already achieved like half of his mission. The other half, of course, is winning the Premier League, and it will be very difficult against Manchester City, but not impossible. If we could just turn a couple of draws into wins, Liverpool could win the Premier League this season, and I'm really looking forward to the season. I just wanted to give you this interview by the agent and to give my opinion. So at the moment, I'm a little bit worried what will happen in 3 years if Jurgen Klopp decides to leave Liverpool. But let's cross that bridge when we arrive at the river. Let's just say it like that. Until then, we shouldn't really worry too much what will happen in Liverpool's future. At the moment, let's just enjoy the ride. Let's just enjoy that Jurgen Klopp is at Liverpool for another 3 years at least, but maybe more. Maybe the owners will persuade Jurgen Klopp into signing a new contract. That would be brilliant. I mean, another 6 years with Jurgen Klopp, that would bring his total to 10 years at Liverpool. Sign me up. Where should I sign the papers? I'm all for it. Let's hope that Jurgen Klopp feels the same and he stays as Liverpool manager, because he is just perfect for Liverpool in every way. And Jurgen Klopp gave enormous credit to Divock Origi after Origi signed a new contract and he stays at Liverpool. This is what Klopp said about Origi, and I quote, "I really think it's a win-win situation. It's a story really only football can write. Origi struggled really long with the ankle injury that he sustained against Everton in 2016, stuff like that. And when he came back, the team was flying pretty much. So my comment, Origi couldn't really find a way into the starting lineup because Mane, Salah and Firmino were doing so well up front. But Jurgen Klopp added this: he grew and grew and grew in training sessions. You could see, wow, he scored unbelievably important goals, and here we are. The nice thing is he wanted to be here as well. He realized it was a tough time, but he never gave up, and it's an important role which he will have in the next season." So that pretty much confirms that Jurgen Klopp will give Origi more minutes, more playing time next season, and I think he deserves it after firing Liverpool into the Champions League final and also firing Liverpool to Champions League glory. Origi definitely deserves more minutes. I'm not saying that he should be starting ahead of Firmino, but I think we should rotate between, Firmino and Origi, Mane and Origi in some games, and Origi with the incredible amounts of confidence that he will have after winning the Champions League. I think he can score quite a lot of goals. And talking about Jurgen Klopp's future and who could be the manager after Jurgen Klopp, on this topic I have a very interesting interview to share with you guys, because Rangers midfielder Barry Ferguson actually begged former Liverpool player and Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard to take over at Liverpool after Jurgen Klopp eventually leaves Liverpool one day. This is what he said. Let's be honest, we have all known from day one that Steven Gerrard hopes to go back to his own spiritual home at Anfield, the way Frank Lampard has returned to Stamford Bridge. But I just hope that he has to wait an awful lot longer than his old England teammate. And the good news is, if his dream is to manage Liverpool one day, first he's going to have to take Rangers back to the top of Scottish football. If he can do that and win the title, he will walk straight back to Merseyside the moment Jurgen Klopp decides he has achieved all he can in England. And I think it's a win-win situation for Rangers, because if Gerrard really wants to go back to Liverpool, this guy is right. He needs to win the Premier League, the Scottish Premier League that is, with Rangers. And also, how awesome would it be if Steven Gerrard could do what he couldn't do as a player and win Liverpool the Premier League title. I think that we will win the Premier League title with Jurgen Klopp as well. I just have this dream of Steven Gerrard being the manager and Liverpool winning the Premier League title, because when Steven Gerrard was in his prime, Liverpool always fell short in the Premier League title race. So I think Gerrard dreams about winning the Premier League with Liverpool as a manager, and I think nobody will work harder than Steven Gerrard to achieve that, because Steven Gerrard is a boyhood Liverpool fan. He was a Liverpool fan and he was in a Liverpool shirt since he's like 6 years old. There are pictures of Liverpool as a Liverpool schoolboy, Steven Gerrard, you know, and there were articles about him in the newspapers at like 7 or 8 years old, that he's a big talent. So I'm really hoping that Gerrard one day becomes a manager of Liverpool, and I really hope that he wins the Premier League, because I think that would heal some of the wounds that Gerrard has of not winning the Premier League title. And Dejan Lovren commented on Liverpool's very tight schedule and the start of the season. This is what he said: "We need to prepare ourselves for the beginning of the season, because the schedule is quite tight when you look at it. We will play already for 2 big major trophies in August, so it's a great opportunity for us and all the fans, Liverpool fans around the world. It will be a quite intensive period with all these friendly games, but there is quite a lot of players who already worked with the boss here in the previous seasons, so we know what we are expecting, and to be the best in the Premier League or in the Champions League, you need to work quite a lot. I think we are a workaholic team here, with players who are professional in each way, inside the dressing room and outside. Every detail matters. I think for a couple of guys it was a short period of time off, so they didn't lose a lot of fitness. When I look now at training, everyone looks quite good and quite fit. We will go again step by step this season. Let's focus on each game in the Premier League, on each game in the Champions League again. It will be, like we know, a battle between the top 4. They are good teams, especially Man City, so they also again want to prove that they are ready. But we are also one of the contenders, and I'm confident in this team because we are growing each year. We are each year better, so I hope we can beat the 97 points that we achieved last season, and that is a big ask, but I think Liverpool are capable of it. If we stay injury free, Jurgen Klopp has a good point that our squad is bigger and better than last season, even though we haven't signed any players yet. We have Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Lallana, a fully fit Joe Gomez back. Also, we will have Harry Wilson, Ryan Kent, Ryan Brewster. Young players are now ready to step up for Liverpool, and they would be very good squad players. I'm especially excited for Brewster and Wilson. They will be very good, and to be fair to Ryan Kent, he was also outstanding for Rangers in the Scottish League, so I'm quite optimistic for the new season. I'm not saying Liverpool will win the Premier League, you can't predict anything like that, but Liverpool will have one hell of a go, and we will give Manchester City one hell of a run for their money, and we have to keep up with them every step of the way, and also learn from last season, because last season we let Manchester City back into the title race. We maybe weren't ruthless enough in some games where we maybe should have gone for the win a little bit more and risk a little bit more to go and turn those draws that ended up costing Liverpool the title into wins. But I'm not criticizing this Liverpool team, because to achieve 97 points is incredible. It's the best Liverpool season ever. It's a club record. I just hope that Liverpool will go on and win the Premier League title. That's ultimately my dream, and I will support this club until the day I die. So come on Liverpool, let's try and win the Premier League title. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice day, see you later, goodbye.